Hi all, welcome to a new week, and now we have got pack 2 of Agora Models Build the Shelby GT500 Super Snake. Now, for all of you who have subscribed to this in the past, and I have put a link down here while I'm telling you all about it, you should be getting your pack 2 delivery soon. If you've gone for the 24-month option, obviously you're going to be getting that next month sometime. But before we go into pack 2, I'd just like to show you what we did in pack 1. As you can see, we've done the fender with the headlights here. I know you people tell me off if I don't put it on the towel, so I've done that. We've done the door and the door cards inside, looking just like that. And then finally, we did the driver's seat, looking just like that. Now, if you haven't got yourself pack 1, then just head on over to the link here. You can still subscribe to this, and it is worldwide. Sign up, and you've got the option that said 12 months or 24 months to actually get this completed in. I do have a pack 1 here to give away, and this was kindly donated from Ian Campbell, so thank you so much for that, Ian. And what I'll do is at the end of the video, keep watching all the way to the end, and I'll show you how you can have a chance of just winning this pack 1. So that's something that is really exciting to do. But every time I see the Super Snake, again, I just get so excited with it. If you follow Agora Models on social media, on their Facebook page or their Twitter, they've been showing detailed videos of the finished model, and here's some of them here, and I'm sure you can see this is going to be amazing when it's finished. But we are doing pack 2. Now, pack 2 comprises of stages 7 to 14. We're going to be doing the other door. We're going to be doing the fuel tank and rear chassis, and we're also going to be doing the passenger seat. So can't wait to get cracking on that. I haven't even opened the box at the moment, so let's do that together and get pack 2 sorted. Now, I'll keep my nice towel to hand because I'm probably going to need that. But as you can see, this is still sealed up, so I need to open it. Haven't looked at the parts at the moment, but being very gentle with my knife here. Let's see what we've got inside here. Okay, so I say 7 to 14, but we've basically got oh, let's have a look. I can't put them in order for you actually, but look, we've got 10 there, which is a part of the seat. We've got 13, which is the fuel tank there. We've got 14, another part of the fuel tank. 11, another part of the seat there. Oh, we've got a massive bit of chassis here. This is metal and this is heavy, I'll tell you. So that looks good. What part's that? That's part 12, looking just like that. We've got part 8, which is the door window, like we did in pack 1. We've got the door trim here, which is pack 9. And then we've got pack 7, which is the door. And this is the one that we're going to be starting with. So as you can see in pack 7, we've got some MP02 screws, we've got a door handle, and we've got a door. And the first thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be attaching the door handle to the door, which means we need to get into the pack. Now, I just use my scalpel right around the edge like this, and I create sort of like a flap. And then that enables me to get my finger in there, pull it up, and then take the whole parts out in their plastic tray. So when we've got it out the tray, I'm just going to open up these screws as well. We're going to be needing them. Now, Agora Models do provide spares, so if you are missing a screw, there will be another one in there, so you haven't got to panic with that. Perhaps I will put my trusty just down here, because I don't want to scratch the door. And as I said, I get told off by doing that. But what we're going to be doing is this is the handle here. As you can see, we've got a little hole for the screw just in this side, and we've got a lug that's going to go in to line that up. It can only go in one way, so we're going to be putting it in this way, just like that, making sure that that lug is all the way in, like that. And then we're just going to be putting the screw into this hole here. Now, as I said, the screw is an MP02 screw, and I'm screwing them in with a PHO screwdriver. Pack 1 does come with a screwdriver. So you know what? I'm going to use that. That's the screwdriver that comes in pack 1. Load it up, turn it over, and then we just get this tiny screw in. Again, I put it in nice and slow to start off with, just to line it up. And then bring it home. Just like that. And that is stage 7 of the door complete. put that to one side because we need stage 8 now, which is the right window assembly. So we get this out of the packet here. As you can see, I've got a new screwdriver there, and that's really, really sharp. Now in this one, we've got 2 lots of screws. We've got the MD05 screws, looking just like this. And we've got the MD06 screws, looking just like that. Now once again, I put my little black mat down because we are dealing with clear plastic here, and we don't want to get that scratched. So if we bring the door frame back over, put it this way round, we're going to be lining up the window just into these 3 lugs here. So it sits in nice and secure just like that. We're going to be securing this in with 3 screws of the MD05 screws. And once again, Agora Models gives us our 4 screws, so we do have 1 spare. So once again, nice and gentle, making sure that it's straight before you drive the screw home. There we go, that's the first one in. Let's do the second one. Now the big advantage of putting it on a towel like this is that not only do you ensure that it's not going to get scratched, but also that handle that we just put in is not going to get crushed on my flat work surface. As a matter of fact, all it's doing is being pushed into the cushion of the towel. So that's good. But there we go, that's the window in, and that's looking just like that. Now once again, we need to add the door hinge onto the door hinge bracket, which is just here. And we're going to be putting it in this way. So as you can see, we've got a section here which has got a little tiny flat edge on it. That's going to be pointing away from the door. So when we put it in, that little section there with the flat section is just going to be pointing away to the door there. Then we're going to be securing this into place by this guard here, which is just going to go over the top, just like this. Push it into place so that the 2 lugs here are going all the way through that plastic, and then this is just secured in with 1 screw. It's the MD06 screw. So once again, put that in just like this and tighten it up. Simples. So once again, I'm just going to put that to one side for a minute because we're on stage 9 now, where we're actually going to be doing the door trim. So we get this out. What did you think of those videos at the start? I mean, every time I see a new video from Agora Models demonstrating this, it gets me excited because we didn't really get to see the end model when the first pack came out, but now we do see it. It's really impressive. I'm going to get these out. Each of these are actually pre-bagged in their own bag here, so they're not going to get scratched. But as you can see, I'm being very gentle with them because I don't want to scratch the chrome or the trim. So we've got 2 bits of trim there. We've got a door handle and the door winder for the window. What's it called? I'm sure it's got a name. We've also got some screws, MPO1, MPO2, and we've also got MPO3. And the last thing we got here, this is the guard for the handle. Now just bear in mind, when you have got this door trim, be careful of this section here. It came off in the last one, but I glued mine back in, so I'm going to be extra careful this time to make sure I don't knock that. That was my entire fault. I should have been more careful. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to attach the lower trim strip. This is just going to have 2 lugs going into these 2 holes. So we just put that into place, turn it over, because we're going to be screwing that into place, and that's screwed in with the MPO1 screws. So I'm just getting those together now. Once I find them, here we go. Now it's going to take 2 of these, and luckily enough 2 of them just dropped out. So we get these in now. Oops. Oh, I'm getting into a right mess here. Okay, so that's better. You can tell it's Monday morning, can't you? Right, okay, so we get this screwed in. I'm holding this in with my hand on this side, and I'm going to be screwing it in this side here. There we go. So that's the first screw in. Excellent. And then we put the second one in. Load up the screwdriver. And put that one in as well. When that's all in, going to look just like that. Now we're going to be taking the window crank. That's what it's called, the window crank, just like that. Now this is going to be going into just this hole here. So we're going to line it up just to make sure that it sits flat in there, just like that. It has got a sort of like a keyhole shape in there, which does ensure that it can be seated in the correct way. Holding it with my finger, and then this is going to be secured into place with an MP02 screw. Now this is what that looks like, and look how tiny that is. But once again, make sure we put it in completely straight, just into the little hole there. Take your time when you screw these in, just to ensure that the screw is going straight into that and not at an angle. There we go. And there we go, that's the window crank in. Door's upside down. There we go, that's the window crank in. Now if you remember the last stage, the door handle is exactly the same. What we do is we hold this way round. We have the door handle here, and that's going to go in just like that, so that the open end is this side. Now what does help is if you hold that with your finger just like that, and then you feed it through the hole, that's not going to fall out then, and then that's going to sit flat in here just like that. And as you can see, you've got the door handle now operating from the other side. But we do need to hold this into place here. So the first thing we're going to hold into place will be the actual handle, and that's held in with an MP03 screw. Now these screws, once I've got it loaded properly on my screwdriver, I've got a little flange around the top there, which is going to keep that into place. So I'll just gently screw that in, making sure it's nice and tight. Excellent, that's that one in. And there's the handle still in place there. And then MP02 just to keep the bracket into place here. And it takes 2 of these MP02 screws. That's one in. Put the one in the other side here. There we go. Make sure it's nice and tight. And there we go. That's the handle in place. I am aware I just skipped parts 2 and 3 around, but I don't think it matters. Okay, so once we've got the trim, we're going to be attaching this to the door. Again, being very careful of just this little door lock here. This is going to be going over these 2 lugs here. As you can see, we've got 2 holes here and here. So we're going to line that up, put that in. Just like that. And then it's going to be secured into place with some MD06 screws. Pretty much like what we had in the last stage there. The screws certainly do build up after a while. Once again, just make sure they're tight. As you can see, I've got it on my towel again, because I don't want to scratch anything. I'm sure that's going to make you all happy. This is a really fluffy towel, this is, so... And there we go, so that's the door done on that side, and then the trim is in place on that side, and we've got the hinge here. All we've got left to do is just put a last bit of trim just to cover the screw holes that we had there. So if I put it that way round, this is going to be going in this way. You need to feed it under the door handle, just like that, and then it clips into place, just like that. I've lined the bottom up first, then I'll push the sides in. Well, make sure it's completely lined up, just like that. Make sure it's all pushed in, and there we go. It's the finished trim inside the door with the handle here. All done, and all done on that side. So that's stage 9 complete. We're going to be doing stage 10 now, which means we're going to be doing the passenger seat. Let's open this bag up. Now once again, we've got some MP01s with this stage. You've got the seats looking just like that. Look at the detail and moulding in that seat. That's absolutely brilliant. There's the back there. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take the backrest to the backrest frame. You've got 3 big lugs here. It's going to fit over the lugs here. So lock that into place. And this is going to be secured in with 4 screws, which are the MP01s that we've got in this. Look at the chrome on that. So we get them open. Just like this, we get 4 screws out, 3, come on, 4, there we go, and we'll get these screwed in. One. That's the second one. 2 more. There's the third one. And there's the fourth one. So the backrest and frame are in now. Look, perhaps it's do a bit of a polish. I've got my fingerprints all over it. Then we're just going to be putting the backrest upholstery in. This cushion part here, that's just going to be going over the top, and it pushes through this lug here. As you can see, you've got a slide in that side here. Just line them up and then push it into place. Just like that. So then that stage is complete. We're going to be on stage 11 now, which means we're going to be doing the bottom of the seat. So we get this cut open. We've got 2 parts of this, and we've also got some more screws. Get them out of the bag here, which are the MP01. I do like how everything, literally everything, is protected. So quite simply, what we're going to do is we're going to be putting the backrest that we just put on just into this channel here. So it's going to sit in just like that. Then we're going to be putting the bottom of the seat into here over these lugs here, and you can see we've got 4 lugs. They're going to match those holes here. That's going to keep the top section into place, but it's going to enable it to move just like that. And then we're going to be securing these in with the MP01 screws. I'll do the other one just to the other side of that screw there. That's number 2. 2 more. That's number 3. And last but not least, which I am fiddly for a Monday morning. Oh my God, I should have had more coffee. Here's number 4. And there we go. That is another completed seat. So this is the passenger seat. If I just bring over the driver's seat here, looking just like that, we've now got 2 completed seats. Now I've been really excited to get onto this bit. This is stage 12 in pack 2. We're going to get this out. This is the rear chassis. Now this is the part that's going to be holding the fuel tank. Get it out of the package here. And look at that. First of all, I know you're not going to see this, but the paintwork is immaculate on this. Look, no blemishes at all. Turn it over. That's what it's looking like from this side. I'll show you on this camera as well. I do get a far better picture on my long distance sideways camera there. This is heavy. Okay, so, and it's metal, as you can see. So we're going to be starting to build the chassis section. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to be putting the fuel tank into it. So we'll grab stage 13, which is the bottom of the fuel tank. Take this out. That is looking just like that. Again, the paintwork, absolutely immaculate. I'll show you that on there as well. So what we're going to do a quick test fit of this part of the fuel tank, which is just going to fit if we have the chassis this way around. It's just going to fit into this section just like this, and it actually clips in itself looking just like that. Now obviously nothing's holding this in at the moment, but when we put the bottom on, that's going to be attached into these screws here. Stage 14 is what we're going to be doing. So let's get that out and look at the other section to the fuel tank here. So what we've got here is we've got the other side part of the fuel tank. We've got the fuel filler hose, and we've got MP01 screws. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to attach the filler hose. So it's this end with the black section. As you can see, once again, we've got sort of like a keyhole pattern, which is going to match that. This is just going to get pushed into there just like that. And then this is going to be held in with one of the MP01 screws just into this hole here. So holding that in place, get that screwed in. Again, with these ones, I start very slow, because what you'll find is that as long as you've got it tightly in here to that little keyhole pattern, it won't revolve around when you're screwing it in, as you can see there. And you can screw that in nice and tight. And then if this is the part that we just put in for the bottom of the fuel tank, I'm going to turn that over, put this on top just like that, and once again this is going to be held in with the remaining MP01 screws. So here's the first one. I'm not putting them in tight at the moment. I'm just putting them in enough to keep them in place, and then I'll tighten them all up afterwards. I'll do the one the other side here. Two. Third one here. Look how good that looks. Three. I love it when you can be building along and you could just see how good it is as you're building it and it comes apart. I do love when things actually come together as well. So it'd be interesting when we actually finally attach the chassis part here to the rest of the chassis when we get that. So they're all in place. Just going to tighten them up now. And that is the fuel tank attached to the rear chassis. So let's show you everything we've done in this issue. We've done the passenger door. We've got the seat here. And then if I can get this into shot, we've got the rear chassis here. Oh, let's line that up a bit better. And the fuel tank. Looking just like that. I really enjoyed doing that. That is absolutely brilliant. I'm sure if I actually bring across what you see from pack 1 as well, from 2 packs at the moment, we have got a whole kit caboodle. You can't even see everything here, look, of what we've actually done so far. Let's zoom that out a little tiny bit more. There we go. That's everything that we've done so far. And I'm sure you agree, this is turning out to be a really good build. And there you go, that's pack 2 completed. Now, if you want to start this yourself, just head on over to Agora Models. It's not too late. You can sign this up. And once again, as I said, you've got a 12-month or a 24-month subscription option, and they do post worldwide for that. Now, pack 1 is a cheaper price. I've got one here free to give away. And if you want to enter a competition, a giveaway, finally I'm allowed to do this on YouTube. All you need to do is go over to the Agora Models website, click on forum and sign up to their forum. Once you've done that, just leave a comment below just saying that's all been completed, and we'll pick a winner at random in the next couple of weeks. It's going to be Monday today, so not next Monday, the following Monday, and I'll put the winner on that on social media. It's open worldwide, so I'll be posting this worldwide, no problems at all, and I'll get in touch with you for when you win. So all you have to do, once again, click on the Agora Models website here, click on forum, sign up to their forum, and then come back here, leave a comment below just to say that you've entered the competition. I can check that, no problems then. And if you've won, congratulations. But you will have as much joy as I have building this. I do love this. But once again, thank you, Ian Campbell, for donating this. This is sure to make someone really happy. But I really hope you like that video, and continue to follow Agora Models on social media, because it's not just the Shelby. In the next few months they are releasing other models, and they have teased us with some pictures of things draped over, blankets draped over, and that's got everybody talking, which is one of the reasons why I think you should join the forum anyway, because it opens a really good discussion over there to figuring out what they're going to be bringing out next. Anyway, until next time, I hope you like that video. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed already, please remember to subscribe. Take care.